Broke-ass Redditors, how do you fancy up your instant noodles? One of those drink umbrellas. Someone give this person an award. He deserves it. Me poor student first place medal edit. Yay, it came true. Edit. OMG my first award. Partying face edit. Wow I'm back after studying for a while and y'all are too kind. Be kind to yourselves. NGT. Someone give this person an award. We can't. We're broke Redditors. Ponyo style with some sliced scallions, a half-boiled egg, and a slice of ham. It's good every time. Nothing makes me hungrier than Studio Ghibli food. Don't use the white part of the onion. Place the roots in a small glass of water until a green sprout comes out of the top. Put some dirt in another cup and plant the onion. Keep near a window and now you have an indefinite supply of green onion. Just be sure to leave at least one green stalk intact at all times so it will keep growing more. You can do this with multiple green onions. They're okay being a little crowded so you can fit about 5 to 7 in a solo cup. Egg is the best addition, also green onion and garlic. Egg is great in rice too. Crack one and stir just right before it's done. Extra protein plus juicy or texture. I have the basic beef chicken flavor ******, so I throw chili flakes on there. Plus more noodles. Extra noodles are the ******. Don't know if this classifies as fancying up, but I add garlic parmesan wing sauce. Not a ramen hack, but I put wing sauce in mac and cheese with some breadcrumbs and bacon bits. It's beep amazing. Can I also suggest subbing ricotta cheese instead of milk and Kraft mac and cheese? It's amazing. Tears. Sodium is an electrolyte and is essential to our bodies. Not like there isn't enough salt in there already. I'm so broke I read the title and got excited. Leave a few noodles uncooked and then sprinkle them on top afterwards like a garnish. Gives you an extra little fun bonus crunch. Come here beef baby. 2 spoonfuls of peanut butter melted in the bottom of your bowl. Drain noodles, put noodles in bowl. Add green onion, the noodle seasoning packet, a dash of salt, pepper, a few peanuts if you had creamy peanut butter and a little slathering of sriracha. Mix together and enjoy. Oh wow. Starting off with peanut butter was bold, but you won me over in the second half. This is kind of like how you get crushed peanuts on top of the pad thai. Lime and tapatio, where are my Mexicans at? Over my years growing up with my Mexican mother, I found that the way to turn any snack Mexican is to add at least 2 of salt, chili, and lime. Just improves everything. Cheeky smiley face. I never realized how much Mexicans use lime and chili on everything until a white friend pointed it out. Popcorn, fruit soups. I've even had a popsicle that had that little duck for the lime and chili candy. It was delicious. Dios mío, ayúdame edit. FFS. I've even snacked on just regular beef limes with chili powder sprinkled on top. Soft-boiled eggs, a can of peas, any rondo, fresh veggies, some sesame oil, and some kind of meat. Look at the fancy boy, able to afford meat when eating instant noodles. And GT, look at the fancy boy, able to afford meat when eating instant noodles. Rats are easy to catch, with the right trap. Also, crickets have some good chew on them. Plus they are crunchy. People have said peas, but you can seriously zing things up with chopped spring onion, a little bit of fresh mushroom sliced super fine, a drop of sesame oil and a few diced up pieces of your favorite deli meat, e.g. a classic smoked ham. I also use those fried shallots you can buy in little tubs or jars. Those things are awesome. Try them on your next hot dog because hot beef is good. Oil get my coat. Also a tiny bit of Vegemite in the noodles is great too. This is what I was looking for. Gourmet is *******. You can also just cook the noodles with sesame oil, put them in a frying pan with teriyaki or soy sauce, chicken, frozen veggies and an egg. Not super expensive and really fast, easy to make. Can add some chili powder or other spices as well. Smiley face. Spinach. Yes. Love adding greens and cruciferous stuff. Sesame oil. Broccoli fish sauce, sesame oil and a dash of cayenne. Turns a boring block of beef ramen into a meal for almost nothing. I just eat mine as is because switching flavors is enough to keep me interested. But my fiancé swears that adding a can of chili is delicious. He'll also sometimes add some crushed up chips to his instant noodle chili concoction. I've never been brave enough to try it, so I couldn't tell you whether or not it's actually any good, but if you want to take that risk, there is a minimum of one person on the planet who likes the combination. Your fiancé is obviously an alien. I fancy them up with an unnecessary NSFW tag. Because I used the word asterisk, I think. PLS no swears you gotta say but instead, asterisk broke butt Redditors. How do you fancy up your instant noodles? Small cubes of tofu, grated carrot, thinly sliced celery and a quick peanut sauce, 1 part peanut butter to 2 parts soy sauce. And if you have it on hand, a splash of rice vinegar and sesame oil. Water. Sometimes even hot. French onion ramen. French onion soup is literally the easiest beef to make ever. Quarter and slice 2 large yellow onions. Put 5 beef bouillon cubes into a glass of hot water and let dissolve. Put onions in pot, drizzle in a couple tablespoons of olive oil, enough to coat all the onions, and set to high. Stir until onions wilt, reduce heat to medium-high to caramelize. Onions should be brown. Stir in bouillon water and bring to boil for a few minutes. Now add a half cup of water, or however much you want for your ramen. Bring to boil, add noodles. Super fancy ramen, and cheap. Also, it's fun to try and mimic other dishes using seasoning. I would get the beef-flavored ramen and just add dehydrated onions before cooking and place a slice of provolone on top so it melts on there. Frozen veggies, canned meats, sliced meats, different sauces, garlic and onion powder, or eggs. Usually just what I have lying around that sounds good at the time. That's the way my wife made it when we were dirt poor. Hope life's going better now. Changing out the flavor packet plus water for stock. Preferably homemade chicken stock using scraps from whole chickens. You can make it ahead of time and save it. Then I like to add different cheap stuff depending on what kind of flavor I want to go for. If I want it more Japanese, I'll add some dashi powder, mirin and some miso. If I want something a little more Western, green onions, herbs like thyme or sage, and some kind of veggie like carrot. If I want spicy, cayenne pepper, smoked paprika, maybe some pickled jalapenos. Then you can just add any leftovers you have in the fridge. Got some salmon or chicken breast left over? Dice it up and add it in the bowl. Have a half an onion in there you need to use. Sauté that, then throw it in. Egg is also universally a good idea for these soups, whether you hard-boil it, poach it, or just egg drop it. These changes also make your ramen considerably healthier and more nutritious for you, on top of just being delicious. And I have your old packets? Glitter and amplers. Cream cheese. Simple and will change your life. This makes an instant creamy noodle. Love it. Tastes amazing. So there are many things you can do. 1. Pour the seasoning packet in before cooking so that the seasoning soaks through the noodles and makes them tastier. 2. Cook the noodles in just the water, pour out the water, and put in the seasoning with a little bit of butter and peanut butter. 3. Add mayo. Sounds gross, tastes good. 4. Use the noodles as a sort of crouton-type crunch for salads with a little oil and packet seasoning on them for flavor. 5. Green onions. They're cheap and tasty. You can even grow new green onions from the ones you buy at the store. Plop an egg into your noodles in the last 30 seconds of cooking the new noodles. Make sure the noodles aren't boiling too hard, for this part of the egg will break open and get gross. 7. Take the noodle packet, use it as a base for egg drop soup, then add the noodles in and you have a sort of noodle and egg drop soup. 8. Cook the noodles, drain the water, add some sesame oil, add a little soy sauce, add a pat of butter, add some crushed peanuts. You have a masterpiece. Anytime you go to a gas station or fast food restaurant and they have condiments available, get them, especially the sauces you haven't seen or heard of before. Save them for your ramen. Start experimenting with the kinda of condiments you like on your ramen. I have an entire drawer at home called the packet drawer, which if full of condiments I would never buy in large-scale containers that I can use to make experimental ramen. Not only is this a free thing to do, it makes me feel like there's a bit more variety when I go through those times where I'm eating ramen all too regularly. Don't limit yourself to one brand of ramen just cause it's the cheapest. Shin ramen is a bit more expensive, but it's vastly better in terms of flavor and on how filling it is. Get yourself not only a variety of brands but flavors in those brands so that when you go to eat ramen you still feel like you're making a choice and choosing something you want to eat instead of feeling like you're being forced to eat ramen. Don't just get brick ramens either, try out some bowl ramens. You might just find one you like way better than the type you're eating now. Edit, totally forgot. There's a book called 101 Ramen Noodle Recipes. I own a copy that I found for like $1 at a used bookstore, but I'm guessing a lot of libraries have copies in their cooking section, or similar books. Check one out, it's a great way to get inspired about new ways to cook ramen. Shin-cut black is the best. Boiled eggs, spring onions, mushrooms. I'm not broke, but this is like a standard to all my noodles. Preserved icon radish. You can pick it up from any Asian market and add a little bit of sour and spice to your ramen. Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. And don't drain the water, then you'll have a spicy, tasty broth to drink at the end. Vinegar, tomato sauce, soya sauce, chili powder, Chinese salt and a tiny bit of honey. I assure you this will blow you away. You can never eat normal instant noodles again after this one. I'm interested in this recipe, but can you be a bit more descriptive? Like a tomato pasta sauce? How much of each of these things? Also, what is Chinese salt? Probably MSG. Sesame oil, ginger, chicken stock powder, garlic, and dried onions. Instant budget pho. With poverty. Garlic salt. I don't usually like the veggies that's already in the cup, so sometimes I'll add my own. Depending on the kind of instant noodles, I might even add some meat like pork if I have it. Garlic, chili garlic sauce, and vegetables. Cheese. Call me crazy, but it binds the noodles together and give it a mac and cheese consistency. On mobile, sorry for formatting, but this has changed my noodle game. 1. Go to local Asian supermarket to purchase ramen, usually pork and potato, fermented black bean, or spicy flavor. 2. Add meat depending on availability. Sliced hot dogs in the boiling water before the noodles get added. Back bacon in the bottom of the bowl, all the way up to honey jalapeno double smoked deli bacon, your call. 3. Egg. Like many have said, I soft boil separately for 5 minutes. Chill, peel, halve, and place on top for extra flair, or just dump that deep in the water as soon as the noodles get soft enough to move around a bit, then give it one swish with the chopsticks to mix it up a tad. 4. Go easy on the liquid while cooking. The less there is, the more umami per bite. 5. Add a slice of processed cheese on top of the noodles as soon as they've been dumped into the bowl. It will melt into the noodles, adding a creaminess that will blow your mind. 6. Green onions, sesame seeds, and hot chili oil to taste is the standard, but I've even added broccoli. The sky is the limit. ETA, Strictly Dumpling on YouTube does lots of ramen reviews which are constantly expanding our ideas for good ramen. Why is this marked as NSFW? Because the thread is absolutely full of hot nudes. Give your cheap ramen a Thai flair. Replace 1/4 cup of the water with coconut milk. Toss in some sliced mushrooms. Add a dash of tiger sauce. Add a teaspoon of crunchy peanut butter. Nori flakes. Wait. I can't afford that. Drop an egg in when the noodles are almost done. Cook long enough that the whites are done, but leave the yolk a little runny. I also put a slice of white American cheese on the bottom of the bowl. This makes the broth super creamy. Add some sliced green onions to the top and bam! Chef's kiss. Wok veggies, tons of chili powder, garlic, tofu cubes, sweet and sour sauce. I am too broke to fancy it up, so every time I eat ramen it's just a reminder that I have no money. The souls of my enemies. Ham, egg, spices like cumin and paprika. Peas. *** methods I've done. ** 1. Use tea kettle, cook directly in bowl. Makes perfectly al dente noodles by the time it's cool enough to start eating. More convenient than washing a pot after, but if you're using anything frozen, maybe stick with the pot. Boiled, strained, tossed to dry out as much as possible, then fried in butter or neutral oil. Use half the seasoning packet with flavor oil of your choice after the noodles have gotten a bit crispy. Asterisk asterisk general it in section. Asterisk asterisk chili oil, sesame oil, scrambled egg, avocado, corn niblets, green onion, tempered scrambled egg, chopped boiled egg, crushed saltines for crunch, coconut milk cream, nut milk, sliced mushrooms, sliced leftover chicken, bacon, or beef, bean sprouts, bok choy, lemon or lime, chili flakes, taco seasoning, crushed corn chips, Thai red curry paste, fish sauce, Worcestershire sauce, crushed canned anchovy, dried mushroom powder. Asterisk tempered scrambled egg explanation asterisk. It works like adding nut milk to the broth or starting with a roux, thickening it and making it silky and creamy. If you dump the egg right in, it just cooks and scrambles, leaving clear broth with egg bits. Tempering is adding hot liquid into the eggs bit by bit, gradually warming the eggs up without denaturing the protein. Then you can add the eggs into the pot. Fried is my favorite, but I typically eat instant ramen out of laziness, and frying has extra steps that are anti-lazy. I also really like tomkha, so using coconut milk in ramen broth with some lime and sliced mushrooms is a decent approximation. Asterisk asterisk getting out of specifics and more into goals. Asterisk asterisk 1. Boost umami, dried mushroom powder, anchovy paste, fish sauce, fats and oils, nut butter, paste 2. Boost acidity, rice wine vinegar, soy sauce, lemon or lime juice rind, lemongrass, galangal, sumac, a splash of wine, beer, cognac or sherry 3. Creaminess, nut milk, coconut milk, tempered egg, powdered mashed potatoes, miso paste. Start with a roux or add burmani 4. Quick cook veggies. Think corn and spring onion, not potatoes or parsnips unless they're already cooked. Especially if you're using the direct and bowl variation, you simply won't be able to cook anything that's not tiny. I don't recommend leafy veggies like spinach, arugula, bok choy, thin sliced cabbage, or the like. They cook fast and have absolutely necessary vitamins and fiber if you're on the ramen diet due to poverty or student. Bags of frozen peas, corn, sliced peppers or the like add a lot too. Add crunchiness. I don't like this in soups, but you might. Fried crispy onions, bacon bits, croutons, crushed crackers, panko, tempura bits. Alternatively, fried noodles. Aromatics, garlic, onion, ginger, curry, cumin, chili, shallot, lemon or lime rind, lemongrass, galangal, sumac 7. Heartiness. Assuming you're a starving student boosting your calories, you need more than broth and noodles. Canned beans are easiest, but cooking your own beans gives you amazing cooking liquid that is a tasty addition to or substitute for broth. Spinach for greens, cheapest and easiest to use, but also kale, chard, bok choy, egg or any meat or seafood left over. Definitely some kind of fat content. Bang for your buck. Eggs for protein, richness, flavor. Beans for fiber, protein, flavor. Frozen chopped spinach for vitamins and fiber. Frozen veggies of your choice. Flavor fat of your choice. Dried mushrooms or seaweed. Powdered mashed potatoes. You can cheaply get canned, frozen or dry foods depending on budget, kitchen tools, and a fridge. Then mealtime is as simple as popping in a cube of beans and veggies, scrambling in an egg, and serving. Variety is best for nutrition and fatigue spending. Ginger, soy sauce, sriracha, and grilled onions. A big fat sweet onion is typically under $1. I don't know if this counts as broke, but it is good enough to serve for dinner. Bread. Get some rolls and dip them in the leftover juice. It's cheap and filling. Also, make sure you drink plenty of water. It's also cheap, healthy, and filling. My tiers are usually enough. Frozen mixed vegetables and diced chicken from a rotisserie chicken.